Hasbro has finally blessed us with Wizard Rod, aka Wand Wizard, for some reason, in the UX line. But that's not even the best part. They also gave us the disc ball bit. In today's video, I'll be swapping every Hasbro meta combo that uses ball with disc ball, using the blades Chain Incendio, Helm Knight, Unicorn Sting, Arrow Wizard, and Scythe Incendio. We're going to see how good the sphere of all spheres actually performs.
Alright, we're going to start things off simple with Chain Incendio on 560 Disc Ball. So, kind of one of the early stamina blades people were using. And it is going to go up against Phoenix Wing Soar Phoenix on 560 point. So this is like a very commonly used meta kind of combo, I would say. So this is going to be the main test subject. If it can't beat this, or if it does decent against this, then then it's going to do decent against pretty much anything else. So that's going to be our test subject. Alright. That was a little bit of one of those you kind of dodge it and it shoots itself in. So nothing too thrilling there. It does any damage. Disc ball gives it a little bit of decent life after death, which you love to see. 3 points for Chain. I think disc ball, 560, it took a pretty good hit right there, too. I'm saying disc ball isn't as bad as some people think it is. I think disc ball is one of the better bits. Yeah. That's 5 points to nothing against Phoenix Wing. But Chain Incendio, I think, is a very underrated stamina combo. Next up, we have Wizard Arrow on 960 with disc ball. Same opponent. Alright, well, Wizard, not too hot. It's 1 point for Wing. Losing in stamina to point isn't really what you want to see. I might count that one, I might not. I haven't decided yet. It's kind of one of those. A little too early to say. I think I'll give it one more go. It just, Wizard's too light, too oddly shaped. I wonder if it got one of those hits from here, so you can see how this nub lines up here. Maybe 360 would be a little bit better, but 960 is a little bit more common to see with ball, which is kind of what I'm doing here. think Arrow Wizard just not the stamina blade that it used to be. Now we're gonna move on to Helm Knight. I have, where did you go? This nub is lined up as best as I can with the off balance weld. As you can see in the mold, there's this little part that is meant to make Helm Knight a little bit more like off balance, because otherwise it would just tank every hit. I'm hoping that that'll give it a little bit of an extra push when it comes to taking the hit, but we will see. Phoenix had more stamina left over than I was comfortable with. I know a lot of people really like Helm Knight, and I can't say I blame them. It's a really nice design. But I'm gonna swap the ratchet over a little bit, leave some space where the imbalance is, and hopefully that might make a difference, because balance tuning is a thing in competitive Beyblade. I'm not cutting that. Watch me make mistakes. Laugh at me. Again, life after death finish. Kind of what you want to see, kind of what you have to see on Disc Fall. Yeah, it's just life after death with how round Night Shield is. Like, it's incredibly round, incredibly defensive. I'll give it one more go before we move on to the next one. Extreme finish. Alright, moving on, we have Scythe Incendio on 460. I went with 460. A lot of people prefer 960, just because people don't like four-sided ratchets, but I kind of want to line it up with each of these edges, kind of give it a little bit more stability, give it a little bit more, it's not really, it lowers its burst resistance, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I do think that having a balance will help it out quite a bit. I could be wrong, 560 could be better, 560 could be better, but this is why we test. And honestly, this isn't a ratchet video, this is a Discord video. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Which is odd, because, like, I mean, yeah, it's a little taller than you would like for a blade. But the nubs don't really stick out, so... But I guess that's just a downfall of four-sided ratchets. That's a decent stamina finish, and I will be honest, I'm not launching Phoenix that hard. Its weight difference is just very dramatic compared to a lot of these blades. Man, four-sided ratchets are just kind of dog. Well, like, I'm sure there's some things that can benefit from them, but I feel like just nowadays, it bursts out. Very early burst without even any contact. Alright, we'll give Scythe one more go. I still think Chain is the better stamina blade, but that's just me. We'll give Scythe one more go. I still think Chain is the better stamina one out of the health line. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna give Scythe Incendio one more go. I still think Chain is the better stamina blade. I mean, alright, I lied. We'll go one more time. That's just rough, honestly. It's just like, yeah, it's four-sided, but like it shouldn't be bursting that easily. Getting close to the end, we're going to be moving on to one of my personal favorites, which is Unicorn Sting on 960 Discball. I actually really enjoy this combo. It has great defense, great life after death. Sting Unicorn's nice and heavy, so it can take a good hit. It can also deal good hits. And MBBC also like praises this, so shout out to them. Love that channel. They post some goofy stuff, but that's what this game's all about. That was pretty close, honestly. That wasn't terrible. That's what you expect. That's Unicorn Sting. That's the power Pine Saw, baby. Well, that was just a miss. But it's still a burst. And that would still be legal in tournament. That's it. So I'm noticing a pattern with disc ball because of the height that it gives, which is obviously very tall, as you can see, very tall. If you launch at an angle against it, you are 9 times out of 10 going to burst it, no matter what ratchet you are going up against. Obviously, something like an 80 height, don't even bother. 85, funny, but no. I think that's like the biggest issue with this ball, and like if your opponent is just like, oh, it's disc ball, it's just it's too tall, and I don't think there's anything heavy enough that can benefit from it. But I got one last one. To finish it off, I've got Roar Tyranno, the Hasbro Phoenix Wing retool. I just think this is a good defensive retool of its older brother. You know, they're nearly identical. It's just a lot it's just a lot more rounded off. I'm looking at the camera while I do this, which is really hard to like see what I'm doing. It's a lot more rounded off. It's still pretty heavy, but like these areas right here, I think kind of help it take hits while also being able to dish them out. It's also got pretty good stamina. So I'm pretty hopeful for this. Also, not a lot of people use this blade. I don't know why. I think it's a very underrated blade. And it's just a defensive Phoenix wing, which I think makes it a good blade. Well, maybe not in that scenario. It just, I don't know. You know what? If you made it this far in the video, let me know your favorite Roar Tyranno build. I want to test it. I want to put it in a short. Point did stabilize, which is kind of the point in point. No pun intended. So, obviously, it makes a oh. Ooh, that's a close one. All right, we'll wrap it up there. Disc ball.